Straight up, top of the hour with TJ Kirby on TJ and Company. And the company is here for today. Our special guest has arrived, Deborah E., jazz singer extraordinaire. Hello, Deborah E.
Hello, thank you. I like that title.
Yeah, which title?
Well,
jazz singer extraordinaire, all of that?
I like the extraordinaire. You know, you don't want to call yourself extraordinaire, but
no, you don't.
can do it, TJ.
Yeah, I can. I mean, that's what I'm paid for. No. But anyway, so you guys, I've been telling everyone on Facebook that you guys flew in from LA just to be on TJ and Company.
Yep.
How about that?
It's all love.
It's all. I mean, really? Can you believe that? That's all love. You guys must be tired after flying in. Didn't your arms get tired?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She's looking at me like, folks, like, is he real? Is he asking me this flying?
No, I'm actually trying to think. Wait. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, Deborah E., jazz singer. Now, wow. How does? Let me ask you. How old were you when you started? Singing. How old were you?
Oh, wait, you're asking how old I was when I started singing?
Yeah, period. Did you just start singing jazz at 2? Or?
No, I was thinking, how far are we into this? How long have I known
well,
you?
we have to go back, come on. This is an interview, remember? We'll go back, and we'll go middle, and we'll try to do all this, and we'll play some of your music, and that's how it works. You know how it works, don't you? Okay.
No offense to blondes everywhere, but I actually have to confess, I'm blonde.
What? Say what? Singing. What year?
Singing.
What time? How old were you?
Probably a baby. I used to actually ride in some kind of car. I don't know cars, but I used to bounce up and down and sing and make up words and scat.
Really?
And my brother was annoyed.
And scat,
Can you shut her up somehow or turn the radio off on her? But yeah, I would make up stuff. You probably don't want to hear what I was singing.
I was going to say, do you remember any of that stuff?
Oh no, but I was.
My rattler. What was it?
Well, okay, it wasn't that sophisticated. We're talking 2 or 3. We're just trying.
Goo goo gaga goo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that I'm sure that was cool, and people going, "What is she doing?"
Mom was nice. She let me keep singing, even though my brother wanted to put his hand over my mouth. Oh, and the bouncing. The bouncing took a little while. I had to bounce in the car while I was singing. I had to add that,
Get your rhythm together.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
Good. All right. So you took that from babyhood, and when did you have your first real kind of a serious thought about singing, or, hey, I want to do this. I can do this. I'm going to pursue this.
Somewhere in that elementary school, I used to charge admission to shows in the living room, but nobody wanted to pay for them, so I would just do shows to the couch.
I understand. I did the same thing. And did you have like a hairbrush for a microphone and all that kind of stuff? And look at yourself in a mirror and put on fake shows for hopefully a few family members.
Hopefully, but
or an empty couch.
I did it in the car. I had this thing, and by the way, don't do the math, okay? But this is back where it was not required to have a seatbelt. So I would stand up in the back seat and I would sing out the back until a couple guys started laughing at me in the car. So I decided that maybe that wasn't the audience.
Okay, that's good. So when did you do your first real gig?
When I was 3 in church.
3 in church? Wow.
My mom wrote some words to some hymn that I don't remember, and it was something like, when I'm little I can mind mommy and daddy. I think it was probably a moral hint that I should just mind her, but I had to sing it publicly. So when I was 3, and then did stuff in school, all state choir, it all blended together after that.
Okay, yeah, and so...
I've just always been singing. As far as trying to find those timeline milestones, I'll have to sit down and draw that out and then email you a JPEG.
Well, and then it will be too late because I won't be interviewing you.
Exactly.
So what good was that?
That's exactly.
Okay. Do you write songs?
I did.
You did? Or you don't? You don't anymore?
That's my next goal, is to go tuck myself into a little closet and start writing it. I did when I was 19.
Mm-hmm.
One of them that I wanted to add, you had to 10 songs for a tape, so again, don't do the math on that one, but what was it? I was thinking about it. The dumbest song, you want to hear the first line?
Sure, absolutely.
I can't remember the second line. I am a piece of driftwood floating on the sea. The second line is musically cool, but I cannot remember the words. But that was the filler. I'm at 9, and now I need a 10th one. But at that point, I was uninhibited as far as my songwriting. So Now I listen to all the great songwriters like Denny Martin, Alan O'Day.
Oh, let's drop some names.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on, Karen. We must do this.
That was easy.
Yeah, right.
And by the way, I did not get paid to do that. It's
That's
all
good
love.
to know.
It's all love.
It's all love. Everything is love. It's not about the money. It's about the love. It's about
Exactly.
the-
Exactly.
Yeah, Alan, great writer. Great writer. And so
Great
is Denny. And yeah,
They're great peeps.
they're great peeps. And Alan's in LA with his wife now, so
Yes.
doing the LA thing. So he goes from LA to Nashville, LA to Nashville. And you know what? He's lucky now because he's out there, because coming here, is it not hot outside? It's hot.
It is hot.
It's too hot.
I don't sweat, and I think I've discovered that I do have the capability after all these years. In Nashville, it is hot.
Yes.
It's ringing hot.
It's ringing, sticky, muggy, crappy,
Yes.
hot.
Hey, I didn't
Yeah.
say crappy. You said
I
that.
know, I said
All
that.
right.
I said, I can say, okay. All right, so you're going to get more into writing and
Yes.
kind of back into writing, let's say, and study that more, I guess, and try to
Yes.
develop your writing skills, because that writing's tough.
Mhm.
It really is.
It's funny because when I did this at 19, again, maybe I was just uninhibited and I really didn't care at that point what people thought of it, but it came out really easy. Well, you heard only driftwood. I mean, how much does that, does that take? But there was
Early stuff. We go back and look at early stuff, though,
That's
and,
true.
and it's kind of like, Sometimes you actually come up with some pretty good stuff back then.
There is one
Yeah.
that I wrote that's called, well, it used to be called The Plea of My Tormented Young Friends, and then I decided that is just way too much to type out, so I shortened it to The Plea. But it's pretty good. I like it. It's about a friend of mine that, this is kind of B-side, so this is somber for a moment. But she was molested by her stepfather. So I wrote a song. She said that the song helped her more than any kind of like psychologist or anything. So sometime, but that's that B-side, a little more somber.
Mm-hmm.
But it was written from her perspective. So that one I'm kind of proud of.
It's amazing what the power, let's say, of music,
Mhm.
period. The power to heal, to comfort you,
Absolutely.
to motivate you, to give you positive thoughts, And,
Yep.
I mean, music's a great thing. Music is a great
Absolutely.
thing. What do you, as a jazz, you call yourself jazz blues, right? Kind of a
I
jazz
do,
blues?
because I don't know what the label is. I'm kind
Yeah.
of unlabeled, and like
Yeah.
some reviewers, I can talk, reviewers, and said I cross over as far as different genres. I think you've heard it. There's the Only Temporaries blues.
Mhm.
Just Say When's a little bit more on the jazz side. Which, by the way, I performed that one at the Viper Room. See, I gotta add that one in there.
Let's do
At
that,
the
yeah,
Viper Room.
yeah.
And some guy kept saying when. If you hear the song, just
Mhm.
say when. It's
Right.
like, excuse me, guy, I gotta finish singing this before you say when. But another one, Alan O'Day.
Yeah, that's right. Alan O'Day and Denny Martin would just say when.
Yes.
We're probably gonna play that in a moment. Let's get some music going right now. How about that? How about a tune here called Black Coffee, which right now does not sound very good at all because it's too hot for coffee. Okay, it is.
I love your beep. Can you do that again?
It's too for coffee.
That's great. Thank you.
Black Coffee. That is written by Paul Francis Webster and Sonny Burke.
I'm feeling mighty lonesome, haven't slept a wink. I walk the floor and watch the door, and in between I drink black coffee. Love to hand me down.
That's good. Great job on
Thank you.
that tune. And we were talking. Yes, we were talking when the song was playing. Yes, we weren't listening. I mean, come on. We listen, but we don't. I mean, I listen, but one ear's on it and one ear we're talking. We were talking about how the musicians here in Nashville play on all this country stuff and demos and everything else. That when they get a chance to play jazz or blues or rock or something besides country, it's kind of a refreshing, different thing to them. It's a change for them.
That's what I've heard.
That's what you've heard.
That's what I've heard.
And we have a guy in here, her husband, Deborah's husband is in here, and he is taking pictures and putting this all on video to hopefully go on YouTube. So you guys will let you know when you can check that out, right? Wave. Are you supposed to wave? Yeah, let's wave. Let's wave. Hey, hi there. How you doing, everybody? Thank you for listening to TJ and Company, and please come back often. All right. Why did I do that? I don't.
Probably because I did it.
I just, yeah, you started the whole thing of waving and doing this like, all right. Hey, what makes a great jazz singer?
Wow, you're asking someone who is not a jazz purist. I'm trying to be really
Right.
careful that I respect the
Sure.
jazz purists.
Okay. Well, yeah.
If I had to answer that in my, I almost said in my novel. I'm writing a novel. No, in my.
Are you really?
In my naivete,
Yeah,
I
okay.
would say feeling it, really feeling it from
Yeah,
your heart.
yeah.
Not something that's done in a corporate boardroom or that you're told to do. Although it's nice to follow directions too. And here's another plug for Denny Martin. He's a great vocal coach.
Oh, okay. Hey, it's the Denny Martin show, isn't it? No, but Denny is good. Denny is
Yes.
really, really good. I had a guest on a couple weeks or so ago, Judy Rodman. You know who Judy Rodman is?
Do I have to answer that? Because what if I don't?
Well, you don't. But I
Okay,
mean,
don't.
she was had some hits back in the '80s on MTM, and she's a vocal teacher, vocal coach. She's really good. In fact, we did a little vocal lesson where I actually sang a little bit of a song and got her to tell me, critique me basically right here
Oh,
on the
wow.
spot. Now, come on. Put myself out there. But I did a little bit of a James Taylor, a couple of lines or whatever, just to, for her to tell me. And she said, pretty good. Open, you got to move your jaw more and open up your mouth more and kind of, and there were some
Wow.
techniques, things that you don't really think of, though,
Mhm.
So it's cool, yeah.
I had an awesome teacher, and I don't even know if these types of teachers exist. I'm not knocking the public school system. His name is Lee Carlson.
Yeah.
And I remember he kept telling me, you're better than this, quit doing the pop stuff. Because I was doing Madonna, I was doing, Bangles, I was doing anything that was out at the time. Uh-oh, don't do the math, no. But he really taught me a lot of those things that I don't necessarily hear in the public school system right now. So I'm so thankful because I actually got it for free on the government, the property taxes. And he really encouraged me, and I feel like he's really a part of that base as far as my music today.
Okay.
So.
Are you currently working on something, a new album, or, and I guess I'm saying it because you just said something about a novel. Are you really writing a novel?
I am writing a book, but it's on positive thinking.
On positive
Which kind
thinking.
of leads into, I don't know if this is your next question, so I'll help you out here.
That's good. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
The whole humanitarian aspect as far as my 5 Hugs a Day campaign. To really encourage people to think positively. I got a little
that's
domain,
cool.
5
Yeah.
Hugs a Day. I had to stop, 5 days a hug, 5hugsaday.com. And my appeal,
FiveHugsAday.com. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. All right.
appeal to people to try to think positively. There's so many negative things going around. It's so easy to complain.
Yes.
That
Yes.
it's like, how can we do 5 things a day, and if you can't hug, think 5 positive thoughts about somebody else. First, learn how to do it for yourself, but then do it for other people. And say 5 positive things. Even if you have to say it to one person, get in the habit of thinking positive even about other people.
It is hard, though, with that, isn't it, to cut through all the negativity with things, the way society is and what's going on. Of course, look at Washington and this whole debt ceiling thing, and
That's why I don't listen to
Yeah.
news. You just gave me like
oh,
light bulb just went off.
there's a lot of going on. That's my big begin. But there's a lot of junk. So that's a good thing that you're doing. That really is.
It doesn't make money. I'm waiting for that question to come. I'm not asking for it.
It doesn't make money. Okay.
It's an appeal. Just hey, try to go out there and say 5 things.
Why would you care?
Why would I care?
Yeah.
Because I love the world. I know that's the